Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome back to... Is this Dreamland? I mean, this kinda looks like my house, but... Oh my god, things have changed. And changed they have. My god, this is very, very different from what we had last time. So yeah, I guess I'll kind of go over the biggest change here. My house has transformed into basically a fortress of some kind. Definitely made some additions. I mean, the core house that I made that we saw in the last part is still alive. I mean, this was the room with the treasures. The room above is the bedroom. This is actually where the front door used to be. And under, I have all of the NPCs, and I have gotten a few more NPCs as well, but what about everything else? My god, everything else sure has changed. Well, I made a big room where I could feature all of these different crafting stations. There's going to be a lot more crafting stations as we continue to craft items and find materials and stuff, but I decided that we did need a bigger room. And this way, if I ever need more stuff, I can make like a little ledge right here and kind of feature more of these things. So that was the basic idea here. And as you can see, the outside is very, very different. We have some Starry Night wallpaper, which kind of fits into the whole Dreamland theme. We also created some stone walkways here, which will allow you to kind of walk up and straight to your house. If any zombies or any enemies at all try to get in, they'll fall in this pit right here and won't even be able to make it inside. Even if they do make it inside, they're going to have a really hard time making it to the NPCs, to the point where all I have to do is just defend this little corridor right here, so they're not going to be able to get very far. And then of course, same thing on this side, and that's pretty much what I've done. Let's go ahead and go to the roof, because the roof is actually where some of the coolest stuff has been made. Although, I will admit, this entire frickin' place is cool. At the very top here, we have a pixel art of Kirby. That's right, the hero from Dreamland is here in all of his glory, with a magical star rod above his head. And yeah, I actually crafted both of these pixel arts, and these were suggestions given by you guys, the viewers, and I'm going to go ahead and read off the suggestions. The Pixel Kirby was suggested by CobbyKs. He suggested this in the very first video. I suggested I was going to be actually building this in a future video, and I did get it finished, and looks pretty damn awesome. The Star Rod was suggested by YouTube user Seth Vent, so thank you for that suggestion. Same basic idea, though. I just created it as you see it right here. The star may look kind of funny, but I thought it turned out pretty cool in the long run. So thanks to you two for suggesting that. As for the roof was actually a suggestion made by YouTube user Ryan B. I'm not sure what the B stands for, but I'll just say it stands for brilliant. Next we have the actual if we go back down anyway, the actual NPC rooms. Someone actually suggested that I would, or that I should, actually make every NPC room unique in terms of design and furniture and that kind of thing. And I took that advice and I pretty much went for that. There are some houses that still have the traditional wooden furniture, but I crafted some glass furniture here, some cactus furniture in the room above. I believe, God, I don't even remember what the room up here was, but basically spent a lot of time creating furniture and other amenities for all of my NPCs. I also got, I think 3, or maybe it was even 4 NPCs. We have Bailey the Party Girl. You get the Party Girl whenever you, the Party Girl actually appears randomly, so it can take a very long time for her to spawn, but when she does, if she likes your house, she'll actually move into one of your rooms. Cleric, You can get the cleric by having over 200 life. I found a lot of heart crystals in the mine, so I was able to make it over that hump. So the cleric moved in, and with the cleric, if I pay a small fee, I can fully heal if I'm ever about to die, basically. The next and the final NPC is the Dryad right here, the girl with the green hair. To get her, you have to beat one of the main bosses of the game. These bosses range from Eater of Worlds, the Eye of Cthulhu, that kind of thing. I meant to actually record my battle against the Eye of Cthulhu, but he came very randomly, and as a result, I wasn't able to get it on film. But, and this is a big but here, I have items that can actually summon him again, so I will be showing that in the future. As for right now, though, I'm actually really weak, and I cannot take the eye by myself, and I kind of want to make sure I can take it on before I actually try fighting him. But, yeah, once you beat him, you get the Dryad. I believe the Dryad just sells, actually, what does she sell? I might as well find out. No, I did not mean to take the torch. Sorry about that. Have you seen the old man walking around the dungeon? He doesn't look well. Oh yeah, she sells stuff like flower wall, grass wall, acorns so you can plant trees, flowers to plant flowers, that kind of thing. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. But to actually get back to the suggestion I was talking about, the NPCs having unique rooms, that was actually suggested by fellow ROM hack extraordinaire, Yoshi Cookie Zeus. So thank you for making that suggestion. And he actually made a few other suggestions too, mainly for how I'm even playing this game, so I'll try to take those into consideration as well. For one, I'm trying to get better at actually using the mouse wheel up here to actually cycle through my items as opposed to just clicking and using them. It's a very bad habit, but I'm trying to get better at it. And as for other suggestions, anything else? The cleric, getting the cleric by herself was actually a suggestion made by Mario Luigi 17896. It's actually kind of funny. You suggested that after I'd already obtained her. I just hadn't recorded this part yet, so it's cool. It's cool. And the final creation is actually down here in the basement, where I've turned my Hell elevator, or really just my elevator right now, into a Mario warp pipe. It doesn't look perfect, I will admit, but this is what was suggested, and I really kind of like the idea. It allows you to kind of just, you know, go through a warp pipe and into the mine. And I plan to actually expand this idea even further to almost the whole world. Kind of go around the whole world, try to create different openings and passageways. I think that'll actually be a really neat idea, and I want to thank YouTube user FishPasta10 for suggesting that. But this is the prototype, I guess you could say. And like I said, just leads down here to the elevator, and that's all that really needs to be said. I also explored a little bit more in the mine. I've definitely explored, if you could probably see. This is like the furthest I went down beforehand. Now it's like so much bigger. I've really been working really hard on this. Let's go ahead and... Well, I don't want to die in the water, so let me get over here. We're going to take a look at the map really quick. Yeah, I went all the way down to here. A lot of different areas, a lot of water, so... Definitely some things to explore. I also kind of explored over here a little bit, and getting very close to the snow area from underground over here. I think in terms of what I've explored underground, that's really about it. I haven't exactly gone over very much else, nor have I really explored that much. Over here is essentially where the Crimson Wood... Oh god, a blood moon. Guess I'll be showing that off. But, yeah, the Crimson's over here. I actually had a Fire Kitty, and major thanks to her, by the way. She actually helped me with a lot of the redecorating for this house that I've made. But, yeah, she's done a lot of good work with me, and I really wanted to thank her for, you know, helping me and working on this, because she made things very, very easy and a lot of fun, too. So, I had a really good time with her fixing up my world, and she's a very good Terraria player. She's a very good designer when it comes to Terraria stuff. It was really, really fun to kind of create stuff with her. We had a night where we just played this game non-stop, and she helped me execute a lot of the ideas I had in mind. It was just a lot of fun. Anyway, let's actually get into the whole blood moon thing. Whenever there is a blood moon, enemies, particularly zombies and the eyeballs, they will start pouring in, and they're going to try anything and everything to get inside your house and rip you apart. So you need to take very, very good care of your NPCs and all of your belongings for that matter, because they are going to be everywhere. You can already see them start to pour into my little pit right here. And yeah, as you can see, they can't quite make it over. They can't quite make it over the pit, so the pit is like the perfect distance in between my house and the land before it, so they're going to get stuck at every single turn. Now, I should mention that whenever zombies spawn, they always spawn when there is not a wall or anything that qualifies as a housing structure behind them. So as a result, they'll never spawn inside of the house. They'll spawn in on the outside where there is no wall, and they'll try to make it in from there. But because of this setup, they'll really only be able to spawn over here, like outside of the wallpaper. So even if they make it in here, they can't get over the pit. So that was the basic design for that. And I think it's actually going to work out pretty well. They're not going anywhere, nor are they doing anything. Speaking of which, I guess there is another thing I could show off very quickly. Nothing really that big, but because I've been using a lot of wood to craft things, I was in need of a tree farm. So I've basically created a giant strip of land where I could grow trees. Whenever I cut one down, I plant the acorn from that tree and allow a new one to be grown. That's a really good way to actually harvest wood, because a lot of other sources, you can't get the materials back. Wood, on the other hand, you can get back, but you do have to grow it. So that is basically what you have to do there. So that's pretty much all I have so far. I know I haven't really shown a lot of gameplay per se. We have the blood moon, and I showed off all the suggestions you guys gave me and my interpretations of them. There are a lot of other suggestions that have been made. If you have made a suggestion, do not worry. I do have it written down, and just because it wasn't in this episode doesn't mean it won't be in an episode. So I'm still working on things. It does take a long time to craft stuff in Terraria, especially if you want to make it very good quality. In fact, everything, like I said earlier, that was created for this update was created during a, I want to say, 5-hour play session with 2 people. So it does take a while. It does take a while. You have to kind of really put the effort into it if you want to create something great. But I was really happy with what I came up with so far, and I wanted to show you guys. If there's anybody who has any other suggestions, feel free to leave them, because I'd like to hear them, and I'd like to expand this world even more. Oh God, there's a frickin' eyeball in the house. How did that happen? I have no idea. Let's take care of that. I have no idea how he got in. I mean, knowing me, I left the door open somewhere. I mean, let's be real here, but still, I didn't think it was that left open. Okay, well, that's really all I wanted to show you guys. I know it's kind of a short video, shorter than normal. Next time I'm going to go back to the adventure map that I played the last 2 Terraria updates and finish that up. I don't think there's very much left of that. It may only take 1 video. If it takes 2, I'll just do those 2 updates and then be finished with it. And then I'll come back for more Dreamland. So get those suggestions in. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think. For the next update, one of the things I am going to go for is I'm going to explore the whole map. I'm going to make a vacation home. It's not going to be a very big home or anything like that, just a small little house where I can come to, set a new spawn point, that kind of thing. And yeah, from that, we'll figure out what to do from there. So this has been SlimKirby. This has been Terraria Dreamland. Thanks for all of your suggestions and input, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.